Hello there, in this video I'm going to explain about completing the square. Okay, completing the square is very important for you to determine the minimum and maximum point of the quadratic graphs and also to solve the equation. Now let me show you how to completing the square. Okay, now you can see this equation. This is the quadratic equation we have here. Okay, what we are going to do, in some of the equations, the y will be replaced by fx. Okay, this is for the graphs. Okay, but it still represents the y. Okay, now the first step we are going to do here is step 1. We are going to factorize the a. Okay, how we are going to do that is we divide every of these terms with a. We take the a out, x squared, and the b will be divided by a, and here's x, and the c also will be divided by a. Okay, this is the step 1. Now for the step 2, okay, now you can see this term, right? Okay, this is the b over a. Now we take the whole thing here, alright, and then we have to multiply with 1 over 2, and then we square it. Okay, and we'll be getting the term as b over 2a, and then don't forget to square it. Alright, we have to use this term, alright, okay, so I'm going to repeat this, okay, in the step 2. This is step 2, and I just going to copy this. Okay, I just repeat it, x squared plus with b over a x, and then after this we are going to plus minus this term. Okay, plus, make sure we don't expand this. We are going to plus this term, and then we are going to minus this term. Okay, and then not forgetting the term c over a, so we just have to plus here c over a. Alright, then we close the bracket here. Okay, now in the step 3, I'm going to factorize from here, starting from here to here. Okay, I'm going to factorize it. A, we just have to take the term inside, okay, not the square, just the x and a b over 2a. Okay, then we put here x plus, okay, if you have a negative sign, just remain it as a negative sign, and then we replace it over here. So b over 2a, and then we close the bracket, we put a square over here. Okay, this is how we factorize these terms. Okay, and then here we expand this b square, and then this square also must be at the denominator of this fraction, so it becomes like 4a square plus with c over a, and please don't forget we have a bigger bracket over here. Okay, we can simplify this thing. Okay, we simplify this. So it becomes b square, and then on top of here I multiply with 4a. Okay, I multiply with 4a each up and down, so it becomes a 4ac over 4a squared, and then I put this bracket. Okay, and then here, then we multiply this a. Okay, we multiply this a inside here. inside in front of this square and here. So we will be getting the final equation. Let me make it up here. Okay, it will become, just copy and paste this. Okay, remember when this a multiply with this term, they will be deducted with this a square. So here you'll be having minus b square plus 4ac over 4a, not a square. Okay, it's just a. Alright, so this term can be simplified as this. This is the a, x plus b, this is a square, and we plus with q. So the p here will be, the p will become the b over 2a, and then the q here will become minus b square plus 4ac over 4a. Okay, so this is how we simplify the equation into completing the square. Okay, let's say this is the example 1 here. Okay, now I choose fx, and here I have a 3x square minus 7x plus with 5. So I make the equations a bit difficult for us to apply the completing the square method. Okay, now, okay, the first step, we just continue here. We have to remove the a. Alright, so we move the a outside, we factorize it, and each of these we divided into 3. So it's a 7 over 3, and here's a plus 5 over 3. Alright, okay, so this is step 1. Now step 2, okay, you can notice this this b, okay, the term b here. Okay, it comes with negative. So here we don't have to show in the step here, so we can actually do it outside here. 1 over 2 multiply with this whole thing. Okay, so it's a minus 7 over 3. Okay, so we can simplify this. So we'll be getting the negative 7 over 6, and then we square it. Okay, so we have to apply this into the next step. Now we have 3x squared, then we minus 7 over 3x. Okay, first we plus this thing, we take this term, we plus it, so it becomes like minus 7 over 6. Okay, and then you square here, we plus, then we minus the same thing. Alright, so we got it here. Okay, then so let me erase this. Okay, so now we just have to plus the c of this quadratic equation, put a bracket. Okay, our next step here is we have to factorize. So let me move it above. Okay, so you can see that I'm going to factorize from here to here. So it begins like 3. You have a 2 brackets there. We just have to choose the x, and here the inside, whatever here we have here. So it's a minus 7 over 6. Then you put a square here. Alright. Then we just continue expanding this. So we have a minus. When we square this, we got 49 over 36. Then we plus with 5 over 3. Okay, don't forget to put the bracket here. Okay, and we can simplify this by multiplying 12. So we'll be getting the just copy this part. Okay, and then we have here x minus 7 over 6 square, and here will be 49, and here we multiply 12 up and down, so it becomes 60 over 36. We close the bracket, we simplify it again, and we move it above. Okay, now it becomes x minus 7 over 6. You square it. Here we simplify, we got a plus 11 over 36. Close the bracket, and then we make this 3 multiply both of the sides. So we have our final term here, and then the 3 will be divided with 36. So when we simplify, we got 11 over 12.